Hello everyone. So we're going back to Zero Escape. Yes, it's stuck on the Spike Chunsoft logo. As I gotta click on it. So we did finally unlock an actual ending. Hold on. My microphone is snagged. Nope, it's fine. Alright, so. Okay. So, as always, let me see if I can get somebody in here that can. Okay. And I think I'm going to try to get a mod here too as well. Neighbor falling down the stairs. Don't worry about it, he's alright. Where is my moderator? Here we are. All right. So let's go ahead and continue. We got 10 emojis ending. Oh yes, we are in the middle of Hey Eric. I got a snack. Let me get it so you can read it. It's pretty big. Alright. I don't want to take your survey, Key Cleaner. You're already good enough. Alright. What are those?
It says on the side, treatment pod.
Alright. So I guess it treats people? Maybe it can help Quark.
Yeah!
Damn, no good. It's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock the door. Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I lay Quark down just outside of the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. I ruffled his hair gently, then turned and headed back into the room. I had some investigating to do. Alright, so we're going to be solving a few puzzles to unlock this room. Alright, there are 3 treatment pods in the pod room. There are numbers on the end of each one. Reading from the left, there are 1, 2, and 3. Okay, no, I did not want to do that. I can see 3. Okay. A wall clock. Nothing strange here. Wait, you don't see something strange, Sigma? Eric, what's strange about that clock? Let me move this camera. Alright. The number 4? How about that it doesn't have any hands? What? Are you serious? Are we even looking at the same clock? Everything about it is abnormal. Really? Totally looks like a regular clock to me. Oh my god. Okay, we got... What did we get here? Did we get a donation? We got raided! Welcome, raiders! Cosmic! How are you? Doesn't matter if there was only one of you. You are welcome. You are welcome to join. You get to decide and make decisions when decisions come up. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay, abnormality number 1. No hands. Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't have any. What do you mean you guess? How could you miss that? Sorry. Anyway, abnormality number 2. There's some weird green glowy thingy. Oh yeah, there is. What is that? I guess there's no way to know without taking it out. But there's a cover, right? You can't get to it. Yeah, and it won't open. Shoot. Well, duh. There's no way it's going to be that easy. If we want this green thing, we have to figure out a way to get that cover open. Yep. Abnormality number 3 is the hole on the bottom left corner. Huh? I wonder what it is. I think it's probably a keyhole. Oh ho. Then that means... Wait. We can think later. I've got 2 more points of abnormality. Number 4, turn your attention to the other side of the clock. Specifically, the bottom right corner. What do you think these are? Well, they're 2 slots painted red and green. Are you sure they're painted? Because because they look like SD card slots to me. Do you think they're for memory cards? They sure look like they are. And I've saved the best for last. Abnormality number 5 is about number 4. Huh? Look. See where it says number dot 4 on the clock face? That number dot 4 is the 5th abnormality. Yes, I see. It is rather odd. Does that mean this is the 4th clock? No, Sigma. I think that's a clue. Oh, Cosmic. So if you go to poggerslifestyle.com/acme, you'll be able to place an order and get 10% off your order. Pogger's Lifestyle actually does mixed drinks for energy, hydration, and sleep aid products. They've got shakers, they've got stickers as well. So they're very primitive. They've got Rocket Pop flavor, if you remember the popsicle Rocket Pops. And they've got mango, they've got Aki berry for the sleep aid, and various other flavors. Anyway, those are the 5 weird things about this clock. Where were you looking anyways? At the clock? Then your eyes must be worse than I thought. Right. A plant. It's all withered up. How sad. I bet it hasn't been watered. Yeah. Did you notice there's something stuck in the trunk? Yeah, looks like red plastic. Let me have a look. I'll see if I can pull it out. Huh? It won't budge. I think it's stuck on something. Guess we have to take the whole thing, then. Huh? Well, that red thing is probably important. Yeah, you're probably right. Alright. Oh my! Aliens! Pretty sure they're just jellyfish. Aliens. There are 3 jellyfish. 2 yellow ones and a purple one. What's that inside the purple one? Is it digesting human flesh? Why would you even think something like that? I don't think it's meat anyways. Look at it. It's too solid. I think it's a tile of some sort. I wonder if we can get it out. There's a lid on the tanks. You can't open it? Nope, looks like it's locked. Well, it's got a keyhole. I guess we need to unlock it if we want to open it. Nice lion. That's a pretty realistic painting. Is it really, really, really real lion? Don't sing in a whisper like that. It's creepy. It looks kind of like he's coughing up a hairball. I think he's trying to eat something, not cough it up. He's trying to eat a hairball? Probably something else. What? I don't know. There's just a hole there. So we need to put something into the hole? Yeah, I think so. What's that? There's a button under the screen. Push it then. Right. And there. Hey, it turned on. Looks like there's something on it. What the heck is this? It says start in the corner there. Maybe it's a board game? You found an image of a board game. You can review it in archives. Shoot. Won't open. There's a control panel in the middle of it. Yeah, I think this is how you unlock it. Door can only be unlocked with the correct 4-digit code. You can use the hit and blow numbers to determine the correct number. For each of the numbers that is A, the correct number, B, the correct place, will get 1 hit. For each of the numbers that is A, the correct number, B, but not in the correct place, you'll get 1 blow. You have 10 guesses to figure out the password. If you guess wrong 10 times, the code will reset and you must start over. I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to work, but I guess I can mess with it a bit. Okay. One hit. Okay. One below. Okay. So 1 wasn't even correct. Let's try 5, 2, 8, and 9. Okay, 1 hit, 1 blow. Okay, how about 2 is in the middle. This is definitely 2. So how about okay, 1 hit, 1 blow. Okay. So how about 8, 2, 5, 9. 3 blows. So 2 is not even in the correct spot? Okay. Okay. So 5, 9, 7, 2. Okay, I got 2 hits. Okay. So 5, 9, 2, 7. Okay. So 2 and 7 are not correct. So it is 5, 9, 6, 8. Okay, 3 hits. Alright, crap! So which one is the correct one? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2 blows. 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. 3, 1, 2, 4. Okay. Ah, shoot. Well, it'll tell me what ones are the right numbers, but with 10 guesses and 9 numbers, I have to go through every single one of them to find out which one, and then I have to find out which one is the correct order. So, if I get a hit, that means a number is in the correct spot. If I get a blow, then that means that I have the correct number, but it's in the wrong spot. Alright, and if I get all 10 wrong, that means it kind of starts over. Because it doesn't tell me which ones are which. So now I got 2 blows. So how am I supposed to know which one is which? So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 again. And then hit 5 and see if my number changes. Okay, I have 3 now. Okay. So how about 2, 3, 5, 6. Holy shit! Okay. All right, 2, 3, and 5. Or is it? Well, I had 3 blows before, so it has to be 2, 3, and 5. 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay. So I got 2 hits. So 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay. Two, 7, 5, 6. Okay. So 7 is not the correct number. I'm close. 2, 8, 5, 6. And 2, 9, 5, 6. About 2, 4, 5, 6. It was 1. Okay. So 1, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't even help me. So apparently it wasn't unless. Okay. Let's do 2, 5, and 6 and see if 2, 5, 6, and 7. See if that. Okay. 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Three, 5, 6, 8. No. I have 2 in the correct spot. I have 1 in the wrong spot. And the problem is, I don't know which one it is. So 3 of my numbers are correct. We're gonna do 3, 9, 6, 8. Damn. Okay. 3. Well, how about 3158? Ugh! Three, 2, 5, 8. Okay. What's my last number then? Is it 6? No. 7. Oh, come on. Well, I gotta figure out which one is which. Really? Okay. Okay. 1, 3, 7, 9. Okay. So I think 8 is one of my numbers. One, 9. You did it, Sigma! Looks like that was the answer. Phew. That was lucky. It took me 5 different tries. Oh boy. Anyway, it seems to have unlocked. Yes. Looks like there are three pods. From the left, there are pod 1, pod 2, and pod 3. There are numbers on them. You just can't really see them from here. Also, they've got handles. Maybe they're for opening up the pods. Okay. There's nothing here. Yeah, it's empty. No clues or... Wait. There's something written on the inside of the cover. This looks like a digital clock. 11 hours and 1 minute? Or is it 1:11? clock, huh? I think it's pointing to 6:15. Did you think it was a nipple with 2 hairs growing out of it? Thanks, Clover, for that image. Of course not! The hands are pointing at 6:20. Oh, okay, 6:20. Alright, 6:15 is halfway in between. This is a clock. 7:15. The hands are pointing to 7:15. Are you sure you're not you're reading it right? Yeah. See the 12? That's the top. There's something in here. A key? Okay. We should probably examine it. I think this is called a dimple key. It's pretty thick too. Okay. All right. Let's check the screens. There's a message on the screen. Maintenance complete. Please insert activation chip. What does it mean about an activation chip? Well, I guess it's a chip we insert to activate the pod. You think? Why are you being like that? This is important. Okay, I get it. We need to get Quark into one of these, right? Yeah. Okay. Haha. It's open. Well, I guess I'd grab this thing first. Chip with number 1 written on it. A chip with a green light on it. Not sure what it does. I think I know what it does. Oh, look! The color changed. I think it says something too. There's a message on the screen. Before use, the system must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. 1. Treat vegetation. 2. Freeze vegetation. Until tests are complete, pod will not function with human occupant. What the heck is this? We can't put a person in there until it runs its test. Seems pretty clear to me. Then what about Quark? Don't worry. We just need to run the tests. Something about treating and freezing a plant? Yeah. Treating makes sense. These being treatment pods and all, but freezing? Well, we don't really have a choice, do we? We gotta follow the instructions. Come on, we don't have time just to sit around. We gotta do these tests so we can get Quark into one of these pods. Yeah, right. Got it. Okay, I put the withered plant down. What do we do next? Let's try closing the pod. Right, here goes. Identifying subject, done. Diagnosing subject, done. Initializing treatment cycle. Treatment complete. Pod opening. Hey, what the heck is this? The planet was practically dead a minute ago. No way! No way, that's impossible! It's like magic. Well, we won't need this plant anymore. He's done a good job. Thank you for your service, sir. Huh? Hey, it looks like there's something here. Must be the thing that was stuck in the trunk. Whatever the treatment was, must have pushed it out. Alright, we've done the treatment test, so now we need to do the freezing test. That was pretty amazing though. Do you think it can make you younger? Why do you want to get younger? You're still a kid. I was talking about you. Hey, I'm not that old yet. Okay. For use, this system must be initialized. Please perform the following test. Freezing grid. Until tests are complete, pod will not function. Human out. So, do I need to get another plant? Oh, do you think we could use this plant for one of those tests? Yeah, I guess we could. Something green sticking out of the trunk. Well, might as well take it with me. Okay, this time it's the healthy plant's turn. I wonder if it'll work. Who knows? Let's just close it up. Identifying subject, done. Diagnosing subject, done. Initializing freeze cycle. Freezing test complete. Pod opening. Whoa! It's totally frozen stiff. Probably because of your lame joke. Did I say something? Look, the leaves are all crunchy. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Ah! Oh man. What'd you do, Clover? It's all broken now. But, whatever. Just help me clean it up. Huh? This wasn't here before. It's that plastic thing that was sticking in the trunk. Must have fallen out when the plant shattered. Alright, I think that should complete both the tests. So hurry up and put Quark in. I know. Hang on. There we go. He's sure sleeping pretty hard, huh? You'd never think he's sick. I guess that Silpearl stuff is pretty strong. Yeah, so what do we do now? How about closing the cover like we did before? That should start the automatic diagnosis. Got it. Identifying subject, done. Diagnosing subject, done. Single human occupant secured. Beginning treatment. You're going to be okay? Maybe we should check the screen. Yeah. I think this is some kind of readout of Quark's vital signs. Body temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration frequency. They all look normal. What a relief. Wait. There's something else down at the bottom. Radical 6 virus detected in subject. System is not equipped to treat Radical 6. Current program will alleviate symptoms but cannot cure viral infection. What the heck? Then what was the point of putting him in here? Well, I don't think there was no point. After all, it says it can alleviate the symptoms. But, hold on. Let's keep looking. It says more. This system is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. Cold sleep state freezes subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activate sleep function? Yes or no? Cold sleep? What the heck is that? I have no idea. But remember the freezing test? Whatever, we need to get out of here and tell everyone else about this. What should we tell it to do? Huh? Do we put him in cold sleep? Activate sleep function? Yes or no? No question. What if he got smashed like a plant? No, it is. Alright. Look, there's a hand on the face now. This is a minute hand. It's pointing to 5 past. It did it again. There's another hand. Looks like an hour hand. It's pointing to 4 o'clock. $4 o'clock? 5 minutes past. There's a message on the screen. Currently undergoing internal maintenance. Please stand by. Guess we can't use this one. Yeah. Screen says currently undergoing internal maintenance. Looks we can't use this pod. So we gotta mess with the clock. Plot. The hands on the clock are pointing to 4:05. Looks like there's a piece of paper in it. It says how to open the pod room door. The door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit blow count hints displayed on the screen to figure out what those 4 digits are. If one of the numbers you select is a number in the password and in the right place, that will add to your hit count. If one of the numbers you select is a number in the password but is not in the right place, that will add to your blow count. You get 10 tries for each password. If you exhaust your 10 tries, the password resets. Okay, and this tablet. There's a message on it. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. What the hell is that supposed to mean? If I touch it, the screen changes. Do you think maybe pieces could mean like the pieces in the board game? Pieces. Don't you remember what it said on the tablet before the password screen popped up? Like 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. Those pieces. Okay, but what board game are you talking about? You already forgot? This is pointless. I don't know what password I'm supposed to put in here. Clover said it might have something to do with a board game. I should go have another look at that game, I guess. Screen says following. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. If I touch it, the screen changes. Okay. 4 pieces for the first password. And 1 piece for the second. DBOT. Whoever said it might have something to do with a board game. A game, I guess. Four-piece for the first password. And one piece for the second password. So the first password has to have 4 pieces. And I really don't know what that means. Okay. Okay. I think I'm forgotten something. Oh. It is a key, isn't it? This goes to the tank. There we go. Now I should be able to open this thing. What the hell? There's a second lid? Yeah, but it's got a hole in the middle. If you stick your hand in there, maybe you can grab that one with the meat in it. Not meat. Whatever. Let's give it a shot. Hot! Shit! This water's really hot! Really? Really? Then those bubbles? Yeah, it's boiling. No way! No jellyfish could survive in boiling water. They are aliens. Yeah, we should try and get the purple one to rise up to the top somehow. If we can get it right under the hole in the lid, I think I can grab it. You can move the 3 jellyfish by clicking and dragging the mouse or using the arrow keys. Move the purple jellyfish in the hole using the water currents in the tank. If you move one of the yellow jellyfish to the hole instead, you are a failure and we are very disappointed in you. Okay, let's do this. Okay. huh? This is pretty hard. Alright, well that wasn't that hard. Gotta grab a jelly fast. What the heck? Jellyfish and fast, because the water's hot. This is Ellen. She's a mysterious, intelligent life form from the outer reaches of space. Don't give it a name. Here, take it. Hey, stop it! What if it grabs onto my face and lay eggs in me or something? Ha! Come on, it just wants to give you a hug. Besides, not even alive. It's a thing. Man-made. Like a toy or something. But it's disgusting. But it's disgusting, a chunk of meat. That's not meat! Then what is it? Hold on. I'll pull it out now. It's human flesh. Oh, it's not. It's a ceramic tile. Oh. Well, yeah, I guess it is only red on one side. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this. $7.15. 6.20. Oh, okay. Use these times we can determine how many tiles each will move by subtracting the minute number from the hour. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. A. BA. S. B. Passed. Good job. You logged in. Yeah, but look at the screen. Huh? It's a password for the safe. Okay. Okay. Now, I only need to use one piece now. Okay. So, the first one's already P. So, from P, I move 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, O. From O, I move 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's U. And then I move 1. So P-O-U-R. Ah, thought so. Nice work, Sigma. Yeah, I guess. Oh, wait. Look. Huh? This one's different. All the symbols are in different spots. Okay. This is safe, right? Yeah. Just like the ones in the AB room and infirmary. It open when we plug in the right password. Assuming it works like the others, of course. Okay. You did it! You opened it! An amazing machine that augments an individual's natural ability to heal, strengthens their immune system, accelerates their metabolism, and can cure many otherwise incurable diseases. In addition, it can create personalized medicines, perform gene therapy, and even repair the effects of radiation damage. What an incredible machine. It's not that incredible if it can't cure radical sick, okay? Yes, well, I guess you've got a point. But don't worry. It also has a function called cold sleep. Cold sleep uses CAS freezing to freeze the entire body without damaging it. That way, even if the disease you have can't be cured, you can be frozen until a cure can be found. There are generally two types of cold sleep. The first type involves lowering your internal body temperature. This reduces your basal metabolic rate and induces a state similar to hibernation. In other words, your body is still actively functioning, just very slowly. The other sort of cold sleep is the one in this game. This involves freezing your body to essentially lock it in whatever state it was in. Until recently, this was impossible. But the expansion and crystallization that took place during the freezing process irrevocably damaged human tissue. In the world where this game takes place, however, CA's technology has overcome this hurdle and made cryonics a reality. The resuscitation rate is nearly 100%. In fact, you'd be much more likely to die in a plane crash, which means that freezing yourself to visit the future is safer than flying from Tokyo to Milan. CAS stands for Cells Alive System. It allows organic tissue to be safely and non-destructively frozen. In this game, CAS is used to put people in cold sleep. It supercools the subject with a magnetic field and causes them to freeze almost instantly, preventing crystallization. In real life, the problem comes when you try to thaw something out, which also must be done instantly. In this game, however, the technological magic of the treatment pod makes returning from cold sleep possible. November 2018, 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone we will refer to as H. The purpose of the game was to conduct experiments on the morphic resonance with the children as test subjects. I won't go into specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first no-nary game. November 1st, 2027. A total of 9 people participated in this session. They were abducted just as the children had been, but this time H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the no-nary game yet again. In the context of this game, espers are people with the ability to access the morphogenic field. An esper can increase the strength of their signal by being in close proximity to the other espers, assuming they are the strongest. The strongest signal will absorb any weak ones nearby and use them to amplify its own strength, sort of like waves. The biggest wave adds the amplitude of similar waves to its own and covers them up, which is the reason why Sigma was able to remember that Tenmyoji betrayed them last time, and this time when we chose betray, he allied, because Tenmyoji can cross the field, and so can Sigma. The following 9 people were participants in the no-nary game that Clover claims to have been part of. 1 Ace, middle-aged man. 2 Snake, Clover's older brother, real name Light. 3 Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man. 4 Clover, still Clover, just younger with a jacket. 5 Junpei, hero of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. 6 June, Junpei's childhood friend, real name Akane Kirishiki. 7 Amnesiac detective, Lotus, attractive programmer, has 2 daughters. Kubota, skittish man, gets blown up. We didn't even know what his name was until close to the end of the game. A type of carbamate compound which acts as a reversible acetylcholesterol inhibitor, exciting the parasympathetic nerve. This allows it to counteract the effects of the muscle relaxant tuberculin. It can be delivered with an injection gun like the one you see here. Okay. Now I need to do the other one. Star, sun, star. Alright, phew, it's open. Good job! That's twice you opened it. Whoa, that thing looks dangerous. You mean this gun thing? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I think this is just an injection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. Are you sure? I think that kind of depends on what's in that vial there. The label says neostigmine. Huh? What did you just say? Neostigmine. What? Why does that why? Does that mean something? Let me see it. Neostigmine. Neostigmine. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. No good. I can't remember. Damn. I don't think it's bad though. Do you have any proof? Nope. Of course not. Could you let me hang on to this? Are you sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright. I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Thanks. Then how about I let you take me on a date sometime? If we get out of here in one piece. Yay! Cool. Moving on. We've still got a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, but it's all flat stuff. Oh, yes it is. First we've got a map. Floor B. The map I found in the infirmary said floor A. I guess that means floor A is the top floor? I mean, we took the elevator down to get here, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Up next, some gray cards. Gray cards? Oh, they've got moons on them too. These must be the moon keys that the announcer was talking about. There are two of them, just like with the sun keys. One for you and me. And the other one's for Quark. But he's... well, there's not much point in giving it to him. I'll hang on to it for now. Okay, what's next? A piece of paper with something written on it. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. In other words, all 3 of us can't not vote. One of us has to. Either you or me, you mean. Oh well. There's no reason not to pick ally in the next round anyway. Of course, first, we've gotta get out of this room. And that'll be easy. Just look at the last thing in the safe. The key to the exit. Let's go. This is the lock for the exit. It says locked right now. Are you ready? Yeah! I'm ready! Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. We're out! So, if anyone's still here, you get to choose ally or betray.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Dio.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Why would they do that? Whatever, we should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing towards the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah. It says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Current treating one subject. The one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we'd put him into after all. I read on. 0748, one subject released. 0806, one subject successfully restored. 0816, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. What is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB room.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So, who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
It doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to
Wouldn't
leave.
that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
Trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
And we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was alright with his pod, then hurried out into the treatment center. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
So it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true. So...
We're a pair, right?
Yeah.
And who's our opponent?
Of course.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
So what it
Results
shows
will be
here that if we
displayed
betray
in
Quark,
the warehouse.
he's going to automatically ally because he can't vote. Which means we get 3 points automatically if we betray him. And that means we get 9 and can open the 9 door and escape. But if we ally, we get 2 points. Both of us get 2 points. You aren't saying we should pick betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, K, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
She's right. Phi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left though. I really don't think they'd pick betray. If Tenmyoji picked ally, they'd kill him. The same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and K, and Alice is BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree, but her BP is the same as Tenmyoji's. So unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
Then Alice has to vote betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses ally, then K would have 9 BP.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If K gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 PP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that K will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
No, he won't. Nobody will stay. I can guarantee you that once they get 9 BP, they're opening the door and they're leaving. I don't know, but it's possible. Yeah, but it's not logical. Who in their right mind is going to willingly stay if they get 9 BP just to save everyone else? They don't even know you. Feeling sleepy?
No,
Alright.
it's not.
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I gotta do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turn and head for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. Well, which one do you want to choose before you go? Ally or betray?
Clover. Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last
Yes.
ones?
Hey, where's Quark?
Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably.
No, they're definitely safe. He's
Well, are
fine.
they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gate before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB room. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well, then who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you. Figured it.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Theo. Yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh? Well, whatever. You should really probably read it though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gone back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yeah.
If they treat people there, I think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pods, occupants, and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Oh. So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick Betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
He just got done saying before all this he didn't trust her because we betrayed him. Sound good. Okay, then Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Back at the floor A warehouse, we open the AB rooms.
Four minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
Alright. Ally or betray?
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Okay. Ally is going to give us one more game. Betray is going to give us an ending. You can use the scenario that if we betray, we're both going to get 9 BP and we're going to be able to escape. That's going to be an ending. That's going to be some kind of ending. If we choose ally, we're going to end up with 8 points. And Quark will also get 2 extra points. So are we choosing ally or betray? Yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't
Really?
laugh. Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is...
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh? So you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
So are we doing ally or betray?
Please, choose ally.
You want weren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So...
Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Teddy. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I choose
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna ally. So
Round 2 of the Ambidex game.
two scenarios are gonna happen with us choosing ally. Somebody could get 9 BP and open the door anyhow. That would be an ending. But is it going to be the ending? Because I think betray is going to be a certain ending that we're going to unlock. But this is going... If somebody gets 9 BP, I don't think we're moving on.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh? Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall, where the results would be displayed.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
So nobody got 9. Well, betray would also be good, because we all had 6. But if we had betrayed Quirk, he would have been dropped down to 3. We would have had 9. Which means, in this scenario here, because Kay and Alice had no choice but to betray, because Alice would have died. And then Tenmyoji earned 2, and that brought him up to 3.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
So you chose ally, huh?
Yeah. Quirk is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone
Thank
like
you.
that. No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only 1 BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey,
What the hell is your problem?
Alice, I don't understand why you're getting upset because you should have expected Dio to already betray. Isn't that why you betrayed him in the first place? Because you knew for a fact that he was going to betray you? I don't see why you're upset, because that would have been expected. She lives! She knew he was going to betray!
You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, you were, you dumbass!
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray.
But if you had have chose ally, she could have gained points.
Picking ally when I knew you guys would pick betray would have been suicide.
No, you have enough points, Dio. You have 6 points. It would have dropped you down to 3.
you can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal, but before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with rumbling sounds of the doors sliding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
Many times as we want, huh? And that means
We can play the AB game as many times as we want, right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to adjust. Sigma's a solo. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, and Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. Kay is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down in the floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah? So lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Phi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Tenmyoji and Quirk, yellow pair, up with me, blue, to open one door. Phi and Alice, magenta pair, up with Dio, green, to open the other door. Luna and Clover, cyan pair, up with K, red, to open the last one.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes. No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh, God. I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Accelavir, right?
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of jerk wouldn't I? What kind of jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Phi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Oh, let's head downstairs.
Good idea.
So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
See. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6?
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and...
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, all right?
Okay.
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? Pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no. But
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization. What is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. And finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Alright,
Promise?
promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the No-Nary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV, barreling across the desert. I was driving. And that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the No-Nary game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway. We decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got really worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now. So she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome, for one. He was in both of the last 2 known area games, too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice. But the people behind the 2 known area games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom, though. So after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We're always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music that kind of popular. So we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and the fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the books he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second eliminator game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first known area game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. We walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. And now a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a vile pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity. Not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We're doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is. Basically, we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenic field. The purpose of the first known area game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it, and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all of the kids from the experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making this up, huh? I don't blame you. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. But when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creep wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them. No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all. Most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Alright, I forgot to tell you. You told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing that. My brother told me he'd find couple of days passed, and then Alice showed up at her apartment. Didn't waste time. People behind the first known area game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? It got me curious. My brother too. The clincher was that what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted the rest of the second known area game. We called him on our phone right then, and then he handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where he is. He's gone off to travel the world, looking for a Connie. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei. Alex 7, another participant from the second known area game. Connie, one of the people behind the second known area game. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge, technical skills, and SOIS agent needed. And the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better, stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field mission. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake. I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. But from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then on December 22nd, 2 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah.
All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah. If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait! Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so... Moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too much.
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But
Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know?
No. All we know is soon.
But that could mean just about anything.
Yeah. It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait. You mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out too.
So you're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying? Guess they are a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
And what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Hello, Ancient One. Purifying the unclean?
Oh, unclean. 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 Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up! Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een.
You left up suddenly excited.
Neostigmine!
Neo what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh right, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah!
I didn't have any idea what it was though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly!
Are you saying you heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remembered?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of colon esterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Sorry, but I still don't get it.
How easy do I have to make it? Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, all right? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is a poison in our bracelets, right?
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First, is this over real? Which put you to sleep? 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized?
Yeah! We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's
The best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey! Clover, wait! Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Damn. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Bye. Where did Clover go? Bye. Can you hear me? She didn't say anything. She just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limpy from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I turned back around and jogged out the door towards the treatment center. Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji were gone too. They left work, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. Guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait. There's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No! What happened? I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp, and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood. A vast warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why? This can't be real. How could... In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open? Or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. Scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died. This tiny blade. Oh God. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully, to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs, and drew it across my throat. Clover end? We got an ending for Clover. All right. All right. So we're going to do this one, and we're going to just betray. Yes.
Sigma, do you remember what I said?
We're going to skip through this
Yeah.
dialogue.
Can I,
Right.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. What do you want to do after this is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here.
That's as
Your
good
choice.
as saying you chose betray.
Huh. I grinned and headed toward the display.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What? Yeah. What matters is Sigma and Clover's. Look at their BP.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry. It wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? Exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran to the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
He'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. It was almost there. It took one last running leap, and I slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit! That son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma,
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out. Come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die.
Don't give me that shit!
Well, we had pizza earlier. I don't mind more pizza.
I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah, he's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey, now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me,
Give
then...
it up! Charge!
Shit. Going back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least, I tried. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit! Let me go! Let go of me, goddammit! I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressed against my back. Well, that would be Kay. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourself. The door only opens once if I don't...
I know. Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
This is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. That door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. Space was narrowing quickly, but it was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover to the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
You know, wouldn't it have been smarter to allow her to go with Sigma? Because none of you know what's beyond that door.
Alice! No! I can't!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Please enjoy your stay. Game over. So we unlocked 2 endings. Yes. So we're going to go to this one. So, because we've got the gun now, I think
What?
this is going to be the end. Let's do this one. It's not going to let me? What if I didn't skip? Warehouse line, 5 minutes left. Block number 3. Let me see.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on!
Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Give it back. Are we supposed to share?
What are you talking? And Dio,
What?
you mean he has it right now?
Yeah. Fine. Here.
Right, of course.
Sigma!
Sigma! Sigma!
I guess.
Okay, so it's not going to let me continue that. So I have to choose a different route. So that means there's story elements I still have to unlock. Hello, Ancient One on Kick. Alright. So, we have to choose a door. We have to choose a door we haven't gone through. So we either go through the left path or the right path, because we went through the yellow door, which means we should be going through magenta or cyan. Okay, Vi and I will. All right. Luna or Alice? Choose Luna or Alice. If we choose Luna, we'll go through the magenta door. If we choose Alice, we go through the cyan door. Ancient One, you can make a choice. I'll let you make a choice. We can either go through the magenta door or cyan. Choose a color if you'd like. What about Tara? I know she's still here. Choose magenta or cyan. We'll either go through Luna, go with Luna or Alice. Luna. I think we'll pair up with Luna and head through the magenta door. Are you guys good with that?
Sure.
All right.
Then Clover and I will go with Alice.
As long as I get to go with Alice, I'm fine.
I don't have any objections. We'll be going through the yellow door, right?
That means Dio, Quark, and I are doing the cyan door.
Stuck with a kid and some old fart. I can't see how this could possibly go badly.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and you'll pull your head out of your ass.
What did you just say?
Well, it's a fair question.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We need to hurry.
Alright, guys. Let's get moving.
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
So, everything from when we joined up with Tenmyoji had to deal with Radical 6. This is going to have a different branching path. Okay. But I'm actually going to end it here, and we're going to start this on the next one. Now, I hope to do 2 rounds, but you guys, in that one, you guys will be able to choose Ally or Betray when you show up. And hopefully with those 2 rounds, we'll get at least an ending. And then with the following stream, I can just follow through with whatever we didn't pick. Although it also depends on who we're paired up with and stuff like that. So we'll have to go through, we're gonna get more lore and stuff like that. This is gonna fill out pretty much a lot of the stuff in our archive. And we're gonna have a lot more resources and a lot more lore in this game. This lore is gonna help us solve the 3rd game. Alright, let's see. Alright. And we're going to end the stream here. Alright, so we're gonna do that route. Most of next stream, you guys will only be taking either allies or betray. Although you might get to choose which door. It's going to be a fresh run on this side, so you'll be able to choose to go through the doors. And we're going to finish the lower half first and try to get as many endings as possible, and then we'll go right back up and do betray on the first one. Be able to go through the steps on that one, and find out what endings we're going to unlock through there. So this is the left branching path, and then once we're finished with that, we will just automatically do the run without. We're going to have different ones. Alright, let me look to see who we're going to raid. Lightning, we're going to raid Lightning. Let me see who I have. So, on Twitch, we're going to raid Chadley. He's doing cross stitching. Alright, so if you're on YouTube, give Lightning a like and a subscribe. If you're on Twitch, give Chadley a follow, and we are out.